everyone, my name is Abby and I'm with Hyde Park Presbyterian Church.
Guys, I'm Mattea, one of the volunteers in the HPPC nursery, and I'm going to be doing some of the motions with you today.
I'm glad that you are joining us today for Morning Jam. The first song that we're going to be doing is one that we actually posted last week. So hopefully you were able to check out the video, dance along to it a little bit so that you're somewhat familiar. But luckily, this song is fairly repetitive, which means that there are parts that repeat over and over again. So if you are not familiar with this song, that's totally okay, because you will catch on very quickly. Eventually, you'll be dancing all the motions, and you'll be like, I got this. We believe in you. All right, the first part of the song, Love the Lord, goes like this. Love the Lord your God. So you're going to bring your arms up over your heart and point up to the sky. Love the Lord your God with all your heart. You're going to start making a heartbeat motion over your heart. With all your soul, you're going to open your arms up. With all your mind, point to your head. And with all your strength, make a really strong motion. Okay? That part will actually repeat again. So use those same motions as you see whenever we sing that part. The chorus will go with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. And then we'll repeat, love the Lord your God. So love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. The next part of the song will kind of repeat the same motions, but the words are just a little bit different. It will change from love the Lord your God to I will serve the Lord with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. And then in the chorus, it will say, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength. Because not only is the Bible telling us to do it, but we need to accept the challenge and love God with all of ourselves, because God made us, and we want to make sure that we serve Him appropriately. So as we sing this song, I hope that you're ready. Let's do it! We're doing today is called In the Secret. So it'll go like this. In the secret, in the quiet place, in the stillness, you are there. In the secret, in the quiet hour, I wait, only for you, because I want to know you more. You're gonna make your big arm, spread your arms out really wide. The chorus is, I want to know you, I want to hear your voice. I want to know you more. I want to touch you. You could touch your arm, or maybe you could touch everyone in the room. I want to see your face. I want to know you more. The second verse goes, I am reaching for the highest goal that I might receive the prize. Then you're going to push everything out of your way like this. Pressing onward, pushing every hindrance aside, out of my way, because I want to know you more. And then we'll do the chorus again. Let's do it. For our final song today, this might be just one of our favorites. It is Set the World on Fire. So let's just go ahead and go over those motions really quickly. The first part goes, I want to set the world on fire until it's burning bright for you. It's everything that I desire. Can I be the one you use? The chorus goes, I am small, but you are big enough. I am weak, but you are strong enough. Then you're going to make your superhero pose to take my dreams, come and give them wings, or you can do wings like this. Lord, with you, there's nothing I cannot do. For the second verse, we're going to go, I want to feed the hungry children and reach across the farthest land until the broken there is healing and mercy in the Father's hands. And then we'll do the chorus again. Please join me. You are strong enough to take my dreams. Come and give them wings. With you, nothing I cannot do. Nothing I cannot do. I want to feed the hungry children and reach across the farthest land. Tell the broken there is healing. Hyde Park Presbyterian Church. We are so glad to have you here as we are sharing in our Bible story today. The verse that we've been focusing on, or what we know as our Bible memory verse, is from John 15:12, and it says, "My commandment is this, love each other as I have loved you." Time and time again in the Bible, Jesus is setting an example for us. All of the things that he does is a way that we can look at to be able to use in our own lives. There are many times in the Bible when Jesus is a true friend to people who most of the time get ignored. Last week we talked a lot about how there was a woman at a well. She was, for one, a woman, which in those days was it wasn't a very good thing for a man of God to also be talking to a woman in public. But on top of that, she was a Samaritan, someone who they considered to be unworthy or unclean even. This week we're going to be talking about a time when Jesus goes and speaks to a man who is a tax collector. And this was a time when there was a whole job was literally to go and knock on people's doors and tell them, pay up, it's time for you to pay your taxes for to the ruler of the land. Now, these people were very unpopular because no one really wanted to give money away and to have to give it to a specific person. Oftentimes, they were considered to be cheaters. They would take more money than they should. And because of that, people who lived in the days of Jesus often believed that they were not good people either and did not associate themselves with them. But instead, Jesus turns around and treats this man as a friend. Let's hear our story today. The story of Jesus and Zacchaeus comes from Luke chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. Jesus was passing through the town of Jericho. A man named Zacchaeus lived in the town of Jericho. He was a tax collector, and he had a lot of money. He was also very short. And many people didn't like tax collectors because the tax collectors sometimes cheated people by collecting too much money. Then the tax collectors kept the money for themselves. The people of Jericho heard that a man named Jesus was coming to their town. Zacchaeus heard about it too and wanted to see Jesus. But Zacchaeus was short, too short to see over people's heads. Zacchaeus came up with a plan. He ran ahead and climbed a sycamore tree so that he could see what Jesus was saying. It wasn't long until Jesus had headed towards Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus must have been so happy to be able to see Jesus. Suddenly, Jesus looked up and saw Zacchaeus in the tree. He said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." Zacchaeus probably couldn't believe it. Jesus wanted to go to his house. Zacchaeus hurried down from the tree and to take Jesus to his house. But the people in the crowd didn't like this. Didn't Jesus know that Zacchaeus was a man who did bad things? Jesus helped Zacchaeus do right and obey God. Zacchaeus said, "I will give half of what I own to the poor, and to those people who I've cheated, I will pay back 4 times the amount I took." Zacchaeus wanted to do what was right, starting that very day. So for today's Bible review, I'm going to go ahead and read a few sentences to you from the story. And I want you to call out who you think said it. Try to remember, was it Zacchaeus or was it Jesus? So when I read the sentence, I want you to call out Jesus if you think it was Jesus who said it, or Zacchaeus if you think it was Zacchaeus. Let's hear the first one. It says, "I must stay at your house today." Who said it? Jesus. Jesus was the one who saw Zacchaeus up in the tree and decided to call him and say, "I'm going to stay at your house. I'm going to try to be a friend to you." The next one says, "I will give half of what I own to the poor." Who said it? Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus heard all of the wonderful things that Jesus said about God and the teachings that he had for Zacchaeus, and it changed his heart. The next one says, "Come down immediately." Who said it? Jesus. Jesus saw Zacchaeus and he told him to come down immediately. He wanted to share and love on Zacchaeus, tell him all of these wonderful things, give him a true opportunity to be a friend and to have a friend. That's a great thing. The final one says, "I will pay back 4 times the amount I cheated people. Who said it? Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was the one who really did change his heart. And not only did he turn around and do a good thing by giving money to the poor, but then he made good on his mistake. Something that he had done that was bad in the past, he realized what he did that was bad and tried to make up for it, tried to apologize for it. And that is the real heart of what Jesus was trying to tell him to do. Because Jesus was a good friend to Zacchaeus, he was able to change his mind and and start doing good for other people. This reminds us back to our Bible memory verse this week. It's from John 15:12, and it says, "My command is this: love each other as I have loved you." Have a great week, everyone.